As a kid growing up, I can't say that I didn't used to fit in. I can't say that I was always the odd one out, an outsider, when I know that I had the same interests, the same goals, the same ambitions as the people around me, my peers. But as I grew older, and only as I've grown older, I have seen and I have felt that I just don't fit in, and I especially feel it now. At a certain point in my life, I would say around 15, I started to become really socially awkward. And for those of you that know my law, I was kind of teased slash bullied, whatever you want to say. And a lot of other things were happening in my life that made it just deeper than it actually was. And that just made me super socially awkward, and really and truly, I was just quiet. I still feel like I am a little bit socially awkward, but I'm just kind of quiet, and I'm not really gonna go out my way to try and talk to someone, especially if I don't know you. But I'll always be able to maintain a conversation easily, and I hear that I make it look easy. After school, after college, when I started social media, that's when that feeling started to come like, boy, like I don't actually fit in. Because in every single situation, whenever I'm in any surrounding, I always feel like the odd man out, if you will. I always feel like the way people are even looking at me, like I'm taking a major risk, the way they speak to me, it's just completely different to anybody else. Most people my age are going to university, they're studying, and I'm not doing any of that. And not because this is the most success I've ever had in my social media grind. I don't feel high and mighty. That's disgusting. I don't feel like I'm above anybody. And I do not feel like I'm taking a much greater risk than you. But sometimes the way people make me feel, they make me feel like I am taking this big, heavy risk when, you know what? It's your life at the end of the day. You do what you got to do and I'll do what I want to do. Even family members, when I go to big family gatherings and I'm telling them what I'm doing, they're wide-eyed. They're kind of shocked. And they'll have that fake smile. They'll talk and be like, oh yeah, that's really good. But they don't see the security. They don't see where, he's not studying. He's not in university. He's not doing this. He's not doing that. But the thing is, I am doing well though. And when you're secure in yourself, you don't really need that validation from other people, especially people you're not really too close to. You see, I have been freed from validation from other people. I need it from people close to me, sure. But anybody that's not really close to me, I could care less what you think about me. Because I do not need to make a good example for you, because who are you in my life for me to make a good example too? When I started to gain followers, or when a couple people started to spot me outside, it has not been a large amount, But even when people would come up to me and say, they mess with my videos, I was feeling like as awkward and as not everyone was awkward, but I was feeling that feeling where your heart's kind of racing, where you're breathing, where you can hear your breathing out loud. I was feeling the exact same. Because at the end of the day, I just feel like a normal guy. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I just feel like a normal guy. I mute all my social media notifications, except for Snapchat, alright, just chill. I mute my Instagram, I mute my TikTok, and that's because I don't really wanna feel subconsciously like I am someone. I don't wanna feel like, boy, I'm just some like famous guy, which I'm obviously not. I don't want to let it get to my head or anything silly like that. I know I got a lot of DMs to get to, and I will try. I do try my best. I'm sorry if I haven't replied to you, but I don't want to hear my phone pinging off and think things have changed. I keep it the same from how it was before. My phone completely dry, completely empty, no messages, no calls, no texts, and I want it to stay the same because I want to feel that. I want to almost feel that pain, feel that hunger, feel that drive to maintain what I'm doing and keep my head up, but also not get too big-headed, because I don't want to change into that person. I'm happy with who I am and I want to stay the same. A lot of the times when I was with my boy at the gym, or when I was just with loved ones, or however you want to say it, they would tell other people that, look, I do social media. Like, for instance, when I was with my boy in the gym, some guy came up to us because we had tripods, and I follow him on TikTok now. And my boy, he was like, oh, listen, just chat to him because he's the one with the following on TikTok. And when he said that, I felt kind of funny. And not because I was doing TikTok, because I was doing Instagram and YouTube. I'm not like a TikTok or anything. That's not why I felt awkward. But I just get this feeling where, you know, I'm not really even trying to tell people that I have a large following. Like, even a situation I had recently that was actually quite genuinely nice. It's like, I don't plan to tell people, like, listen, yeah, I've got almost 300,000 followers on Instagram. I've got almost 150k on TikTok. Like, I don't feel that like urge. And maybe that's me not seeking that validation, or maybe that's me trying to stick to myself, you know, because you don't know what danger you can be in. But at the end of the day, I literally feel the same. I feel like a normal guy, and I'm so grateful for that feeling, and I'm so grateful for all of you. I wanted to really come on here and take my hat off, salute, chest bump to all of the people that are really doing something different. A lot of people in this life, although they only live once, will only do what is safe. They'll only do what other people recommend, what people tell them to do. And there is no harm in doing that. But there are other people that are willing to try and make their own path, even if it doesn't work out. All you can do, and I stand by this, is actually try. Even if you are doing something that a lot of people are doing, even if you are doing something that someone has told you to do, you're still trying. And that's what matters. That's what matters, is that trying. Because if you're failing and you're not trying, then more fool you. But if you are failing and you are trying your hardest, then I can't complain to you. I can only commend you. And I have the utmost respect and the utmost faith in the people that are trying to do something different, for the people that are doing something a bit risky. Because I'm telling you, you need to look at yourself and really tell yourself that you are 1 in a million, because no one really tells us that. No one really tells us that, boy, there's no one really like you. You are truly 1 in a million. I see what you're doing every day. I see it. And I want you to keep doing it, because no one's going to tell you that other than me. And you don't need people to tell you that. You don't need people to tell you what you want to hear. But I'm going to tell you what you want to hear. And you are truly taking that risk. But high risk, high reward. I mean, it's true. High stakes, high reward. I think that's what they say. Listen, at the end of the day, I don't even know, man. I don't know. Sometimes I just don't know. I'm just picking up this camera and I'm just talking. To be honest, it's a life skill. It's a gift. I could really talk to you forever about Vegeta in the background, Shenron, TV, whatever. All right? I don't know if you're still here. I think I'm making things a bit awkward now. But my respect is to those that are just willing to do something different, that maybe are willing to inspire. I honestly do not feel any form of regret for what I am doing right now. Can you say that to yourself? I don't want you to regret anything you're doing right now, because you are special. You're special. Everyone watching this video is special in some sort of shape or form. You are special. And not enough people tell you that. People judge you. People complain. People say, well, why aren't you doing this? People try to suggest things to you that do not line up with your character. Keep being you. Keep being that person that you are. Stay true to yourself and stick to whatever you're going for. Because I believe in you 110%, and you got to believe in yourself 120%. This is probably the strongest I've ever felt in my life. Not physically, but mentally. Because I know who I am. Yeah, I may be a little lost in life. Yeah, I may need to do a couple things. Yeah, not everything is perfect, sunshine and rainbows. But at the end of the day, I can't complain. There is so much that I want. There's so much that I want. Don't we all just want? It won't stop. And I'm here for it. Because it gets to a point where you need people like me, you watching this. We need to make this happen, because There is no safety pillow, no safety mat for when we fall down. Forget about people telling you they wish you did that. They wish you did this. Forget about it. Those same people that are trying to knock you off their course and acting like they don't know what they're doing, trust me, they do. These are the same people that don't have enough confidence to do what you do. These are the same people that are too weak to do what you do, because what you do best. What you do, only great things are gonna happen. It's nothing standard. And what you do requires patience, which a lot of people don't have, especially people that are young. If you ever feel not human, if you ever have that feeling where you're surrounded by countless people, but you just can't relate to any of them, if you ever feel like, man, maybe they're right, maybe I'm taking a risk and I should do something safe, maybe I should reevaluate my life choices, I want you to ask yourself, do you not fit in, or are you just meant to stand out? Magan.